Hey, Spencer. I'm just going to play this right quick because I got to pull some more stuff up. So I'll be right back. Just play this music because...
Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo, his palms are sweaty, his weak arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already.
Hey, everybody. I'm just going to give people a few more minutes to come in because as soon as I start, I don't want to stop. Hey, Paula. Hey, Spencer. Hey, Sir Ike. Miss 504. Teresa. Kitty. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey, Susanna. It's all back to these ropes. It don't matter, he's told. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stacked that he knows when he goes back to this mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go back to this moment and hope it don't. Hey, thank the creator. Souls escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring. The superstardom floats the postmortem. It only grows harder, only grows hotter. He blows, it's all over. These homes is all on him. Coast to coast shows, he's known as the club trotter. Lonely goes down and he knows his grown father. From home, he's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, cause here goes the cold water. These hoes don't want him no more. He's so proud. They moved on to the next smooth flows. He knows though it's so yada. His souls are so proper. He's told that unfolds. I suppose it's so partner, but the beat goes on. No more games, I'm gonna change the truth on rage. Tear this motherfucking roof off with two dogs' cage. I was playing in the beginning, the mood all changed. I've been chewed up and spit out and booed on stage. But I kept rhyming and stepped right in the next cypher. Best believe somebody's paying the Pied Piper. All the pain inside amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my 9 to 5 and I can't provide the right type of life for my family. Cause man, these goddamn food stamps don't buy diapers. And there's no movie, there's no Mackay Piper. This is my life and these times are so hard. It's getting even harder trying to feed and water my seed. Plus, see the daughter caught up between being a father and a prima donna. Baby mama drama screaming on it too much for me to wanna stand with a spot. Another damn monotony's gotten me to the point I'm like a snail. I've got to formulate a plot or end up in jail or shot. Success is my only motherfucking option. Failure's not. Mama love you, but this trail has got to go. I cannot grow old in Salem's lot. So here I go, it's my shot. See, fail me not, cause maybe the only opportunity that I got. Okay, I'm almost ready, y'all.
Okay, so okay. Hey, Tasty. Everybody tells me that you're streaming me. How are you? First, I'm going to talk about that conversation that we had, Tasty. I'm going to stop the streaming the screen share. Let me pause this 1 second. Because I don't want Tasty to have to turn it off because of the music, because we know she wants her stuff to be monetized, because it's all about the money for her, right? It's all about that money. Violate people's lives and stuff for money. First of all, I want to say that you guys know that myself and Too Strong for Most do not have an alliance. I was not in Too Strong for Most live last night. That's not true. That's a fake account, and Tasty knows it. She probably created it because it said exactly what she needed them to say at the right time, right? The other thing is that I want to say that everyone knows that Sugar and I are not in an alliance. So that BS that Truth Hurts was spinning last night is still just BS. Okay, so the other thing is Too Strong for Most. I heard your live stream. I'm praying for you. Everything that you're going through, I wouldn't allow Tasty to even pull my energy away from my health. So I suggest you focus on your health and not even focus on all of these lies that Tasty is telling, because they're all lies. So I'm going to get right to this. Tasty, do you remember that conversation that we had when you asked me? Well, I asked you if you had ever done a fundraiser or tried to do a fundraiser in the name of a child or children before. And you told me no. Now, this is while you were in the movement, and I was trying to decipher whether or not you and Tosh Times had something to do with the fundraiser together. And I asked you, I said, well, had you ever done a fundraiser in the name of children or child or anything like that before? You said no. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, someone told me that you had done like internet scams and stuff like that before. You said that's not true. Now, shortly after that, you got upset. Boom. You said, hey, I'm leaving because the movement is messy. So I started thinking, I said, well, I wonder if just that question alone was an issue for Tasty. Just that question, me questioning whether or not she had done something like asking for money for children that she does not have, or for children that she does not actually represent, like a scam. You guys know what I'm talking about. We all know what a scam is, right? So shortly after that, and then after Tasty tried to extort me, I said she is a scammer. She is something evil about her. So I started looking into things, and I found a lot. I found an awful lot of stuff, Tasty. And I didn't even have to look that far. I found out that you have done multiple fundraisers. You've tried to get money from hurricane survivors, and you've tried to get money for children that you don't have. You've tried to raise funds for building funds, saying that you wanted to build buildings and help people and all of this BS. I found a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the biggest lie that Tasty has told here. One of the biggest lies that Tasty has told here on YouTube in order to gain sympathy and cash. Tasty's lie about being homeless. Okay? Do you guys remember that lie? That Tasty was saying that she was homeless for 7 years and she was living in an abandoned building. You guys remember that? Can I see some ones in the chat if you guys remember that conversation that Tasty was saying that she was homeless and she lived in if I just see one or two, at least I know. If not, you guys can go back and refresh your memory because she has multiple videos up where she talks about being homeless and living in an abandoned building with no electricity, no water, no running water. Sleeping in her car sometimes. Okay. Hey, kitty, Susanna. Yep. Okay, y'all remember it. Okay, so Tasty herself said that she was homeless. Yeah, she did try to extort money out of me, but that's not her first time trying to extort someone. That's not her first issue with fraud. Yeah. She's had multiple legal issues with fraud. She also has multiple names. She has multiple identities. Yeah. But guess what? Let's go back because this is going to be a multiple part series. And I'm going to do this with every single bully that's come for me and my family. Okay? I'm going to do this with every single one of them because they all have lies that they are covering up. Okay, so Tasty's might be the longest though. I don't know. We'll see because I don't intend to stay on here for more than an hour and a half. I want to be very concise and very detailed. I want people to watch these live streams, so I don't want them to be that long. Couldn't put all this information in a 5-minute video. I want to let you guys know that Tasty has not been homeless, at least in the last 13 years. You know how I know? Hey, Shay B. You know how I know? Long time no see. Hey. Because Tasty's lived in the same apartment for the last 13 years. Tasty hasn't really been struggling for money either. A lot of the time while Tasty was living in that apartment, Tasty was selling used goods online. Actually got some receipts from people who have actually purchased things from Tasty. Tasty's had, she said that she's had a resale business at several different locations, a furniture resale business. Yeah, used furniture. New and used furniture. Do you know what kind of furniture? I mean, what kind of building, maybe her furniture and used items might be stored in? Storage units. So Tasty would say that she was homeless and even do videos that she has now since erased. She would do videos inside those storage units where she was storing her purchased items from the, hey, Jaded. Okay, I'm not going to speak to y'all when y'all come in. I'm not even going to watch the chat. I'm going to just, look at the screen because I'm not going to pay attention to y'all because I don't want to get distracted. So Tasty would do videos and things and cry about not having lights and gas, but she was in the storage unit that she was storing her items, her clothing and furniture and things like that in to sell to people in her community and online. Yeah, that's what she was doing. Yeah, so while she was on here, on YouTube, telling all of her supporters and telling all of YouTube that she was destitute, living in a car, homeless, she had a comfortable apartment. And it's been that way. I don't know if Tasty was homeless prior to the last 13 years, but she hasn't been homeless in the last 13 years. So let me show you how Tasty basically told on herself. She told everything on herself. She put all of the information in her videos and she put them on her He Answers Prayers Facebook page. She contradicted herself multiple times in her statements about being homeless, about the times that she was homeless, about events that were happening in her life. Tasty here, her life on YouTube here has been a whole 100% fraud. But her life has been a fraud completely. She lives a fraudster's life. Tasty cannot give anyone information about parenting. She should never talk about helping children and how children should respect their families and children should be raised a certain way. Because Tasty, in her own words, admitted that she damaged her own child with her own behaviors. Tasty has publicly attacked her own child online, leaving up long paragraphs, long statements about her son online and her grandchildren online for the whole world to see. What kind of loving mother would do that? I don't know. Do you? So the reason I said I was going to address this, because I was like, why in the hell would I expect people, not just Tasty, people who don't even love and respect their own children, to respect the boundaries that I have about not taking things off of YouTube and pushing them onto my family and my children? It's not going to happen. That's what they're going to do. So I'm going to show you just how horrible these mothers are, and what they are doing to this community. Okay? So I'm going to let you guys know exactly what Tasty has done, because the reason I said, oh, I got to drop my video early was because Tasty said yesterday, I think it was, because I was going to stay gone for a whole week. That was my plan. But the moment I heard her say, let me show you how Unspoken led us to her information, she wanted us to dox her, or she doxed herself. That's a lie. There's no personal information on this channel. My legal name is not on this channel, nor was my legal name on the channel that you clicked on. You went to the about information on another channel and found a link and followed that link, and then you proceeded to suss what you believe is my information out. So there's no way that I doxed myself. You guys hunted me down, found my information, and now you're dispersing it. And I've asked you to respect my children. I've asked you to respect my family. Don't discuss my children and my family, because this is about YouTube. You guys refuse. So let's go ahead. Are you guys ready to see Tasty's fundraiser? Now, this was in 2000. She started doing that. Well, I don't know if this is the first time she did it, but she started this here on YouTube, from what I can understand, in 2017, 3 short years ago. And she's been doing something like this ever since. The other thing is, while Tasty was asking for money, saying that she was homeless and living in an abandoned building, packed full of all of her goodies that she was selling online, making money that way, she was also, taking care of her ailing father and getting money for that. So Tasty's a whole fraud, a whole liar, and a whole thief. And she tried to extort me. If you had never tried to get money from me to protect my information, you probably never would have pressed me to the point to want to find out who you really were 100%. I have to protect my family. So I am going to click on Tasty's channel. He answers prayers. And we're going to walk through this, you guys. Okay, let me go up to the About section. I'm going to share the screen for you guys. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, here we are. So we're on her channel, in the About section of her channel. You see her channel was created in 2010. And let me see. We're going to go down. Here's the channel creation date. We're going to go down. And at the bottom, Facebook is right here. So you can support the channel with a gift. You can go to Instagram or you can Cash App her. So you can go to Facebook right here. So I'm going to stop sharing that screen because you guys know that that is her channel. And then we're going to go back and I'm going to share the other channel. I mean, the Facebook. So we're going to pull up the actual fundraiser that she did. She was asking for $20,000, you guys. $20,000. $20,000. I didn't stutter. She was asking for $20,000, saying that she was homeless while she was living in a fully furnished apartment, receiving money for taking care of her ailing father and selling used goods online, paying for 3 different storage units at the same time also, you guys. I want you to know there's a lot of layers to this onion. So I first want to go down. I want to go all the way down. He answers prayers right here. We're going to go to this right here. Close this one out. And I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to share the screen right now with He Answers Prayers. You guys are going to see. Share. Now, what you see here is her Facebook page. There is, please help me get on my feet. I've been homeless for 7 years. Now, she's saying she's been homeless for 7 years in this post. And she's asking for $20,000. $20,000 to get back on her feet. All the while, she's comfortably living. Oh, my goodness. $20,000 she was asking for. Y'all see that? I think I'm going to make this the entire screen. Y'all think I think I should make this the entire screen. I think that's what we should do so we can make sure that we can see this. And I'm going to read this out to you guys. I want you to pay close attention to what she says now. And then I'm going to show you the dates. I'm going to show you how before Tasty made this post asking people for $20,000 because she's homeless and she's been homeless for 7 years. She's asking people for $20,000. I keep on saying $20,000 because this isn't the only fundraiser where she's asked for $20,000. She had 3 fundraisers where she was trying to get money from people on YouTube and people on Facebook, in the Facebook community. She has multiple fundraisers where she's tried to get money from people. And God knows how much money she has received. So, the reason I'm doing this is because Tasty's making up all kinds of lies. So I want you to understand that there's something called credibility and a pattern of practice. You know, patterns, things that you do over and over and over again, like lie, like steal. You know, I think that if you've been a fraudster for years and years and years, why in the hell would anyone believe what the hell you're saying today? So let me go here. And I'm going to read this. Let me see. Is it going to make it? It's not going to make it any difference if well, let me see if I make a whole screen. I'll see if I can see. Yeah, that makes a little bit of difference. That makes it a little bit better. So she said, something some of you guys may not know about me is this whole time I've been on this page encouraging you from day to day. I have been homeless for the whole time. Really, Tasty? Really? Homeless? You've been homeless the whole time. Okay. You've been on here since 2010, and this is 2017. So at this time, she's saying that she had been homeless for 7 years at that time. Well, how is that possible? Because it's 2020 now, and you've been in your same apartment for 13 years. I've been living in a building with no lights, no gas, no water, no plumbing. No, you were doing little videos from your storage unit where you were storing your goods that you were reselling. Somebody tell me, is Tasty still playing my live? How is she explaining this? Huh? Let's go on. So it says, I've been attacked by a few people during this time who were trying to take advantage of me and my situation. I am still in an unsafe location now, but I do thank God for his provisions. Yeah. She's saying that she was attacked while she was in this unsafe building by people. And she's thanking God for his provision, for providing, because she knew that God was really providing for her, because she had a roof over her head, like I said, receiving money from multiple streams of income, multiple. And then it goes on to say, you have never known me to complain or never will. Well, I can call BS on that one, you know. You can't let your situation get you down. I always have shared my situation with you guys because I wanted you to know that your situation is not the worst situation, and that no matter what you're going through, God is going to see you through. I know that God is going to see me through. I am asking for your help. I'm asking you to help me in any way you can. He put me, wait a minute. He put me, put and roof. Okay, I knew I wasn't reading wrong. He put and roof over my head where I wouldn't have to be in danger. Thanks again for all your love and support. So that was what she said before she, when she posted that fundraiser. But I really want you guys to go on her channel, when this live is over, because I'm going to show you a few more things. And if I go and read all of what she said, this live is going to get really, really long. But I'm going to show you right here where she was asking for $20,000 and she got zero. And this is the continue reading. Let me go here. see, read more. Okay. So it says, I recently had some things stolen. Now, how many times have we heard that about Tasty? Multiple times. She even recently said that someone broke into her storage unit. So Tasty admits to having these storage units, you know. And my question is, if someone who's struggling so bad, like, why do you need storage units? Wouldn't you think that you wouldn't want to pay rent somewhere in a storage unit and you would want to conserve every dime that you had? But I digress, and I'm going to keep on reading. She said, she said, I also lost my vehicle, and I now have no transportation. You know what? She goes to food pantries, blah, 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 blah. And she goes on and on and on to talk about her situation with not having, anywhere to stay and everything. But I want to show you guys something. Tasty, before she even did this fundraiser, did a video in her own house, in her own apartment, the same apartment she's in now. Before Tasty created this fundraiser, Tasty is y'all stop texting me if it's not okay. So anyway, Tasty in her see, I got off track. Give me 1 second. I'm like, okay. So Tasty in her videos before, she didn't erase the videos that show that she was actually in the same apartment that she's in before she put this fundraiser request up of $20,000. She didn't erase that. So you can go back in her videos, you can go back down her timeline, you can go back on YouTube, and you can see Tasty in her same apartment, the one she's in today, with that same rug that hangs on the wall, the same mirrored little vanity thing that she has in the room. You can see that same stuff in that apartment, in that same area that she videotapes in all the time. You can see those same things in the room with her. And I'm going to show you. So this video was taken, this request for a fundraiser for her of $20,000 for her to get back on her feet was put up May 23rd. 2017. Okay. So we're going to go to the next. Let me see if I can go down from here. It might be a video on here that will show you guys. I'm going to see. Okay, so when you click on that, this says benefiting Vanessa Price Bailey. So when you click on that, that leads you to the other page where most of the information is. Okay, am I back? Can y'all put a 1 in the chat if I'm back? Please, y'all. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Spencer. Let me grab my phone so I can see, because I can't see on here. This chat is slow. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, but am I back now? Can you guys hear me clearly? We're having thunderstorms here, so the generator had to come on. So I just want to know if you guys can hear me before I go ahead. Let me see if I can hear myself first. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm back. So yeah, so when you go to that page, the Vanessa Price Bailey page, you'll see all of the things that will lead you to all of the fundraisers that Tasty has tried to do. You'll see the conversations that she's had about her son. You'll see all of the scamming. If you do a timeline, if you just basically go down, you will see what Tasty has been doing for the last few years. You will see how she has manipulated this YouTube audience. You will see exactly what I'm talking about if you want to take the time. But if not, I'm going to explain a little bit more for you in this video. Let's go forward. Okay. Now, let me see here. So we're going to go back to where we were. I haven't signed into my account, but I want to take you guys back to her page. Nope, not now. I'm not signing in. No. Because I don't want anything to pop up. I want you guys to see it without anything of mine popping up. I know it was. Okay, so people are asking me if it's okay. They're saying, am I doxing Tasty? No, I'm not doxing Tasty. I'm showing you what is her public Facebook, and it's connected to her, just like they're saying that they're not doxing me and my family, even though none of my public stuff was on my channel. All of this is on Tasty's channel, her YouTube channel. All of this, all of the videos, this actual He Answers Prayers Facebook page is public. It's actually a fundraising page, pretty much. She hasn't been on it in a while, but you go down, and I'm going to go all the way down. When the power went out, it went back. So let me go back. I'm going to show you guys the video. Let me see if I can just do it like this, because I don't want to skip around. I want to show you guys, if you go all the way down, how you can click on her videos and see them. 17. Let's go to May. Give me a second. October. I'm doing this for every single bully and harasser. I'm gonna show y'all just how they lying. Just how they lying to the people. Okay. Few more seconds, few more down. Gonna go down a little bit. We're gonna get back to that. Now, this is made on, that's July. So the fundraiser was June, right? Let's go down to the fundraiser. The fundraiser where she said she was, because we got to go before the fundraiser. Now, I could easily show you that she was in that house after, but I want to go to a video before that fundraiser, for that fundraiser right there. June 24th. And then I'm going to go down here. Want to show y'all. Give me a second. I know I'm going slow. Okay, we're going to go down just a little bit more because I got to go. That's the fundraiser. Now we're going to go down a little bit more. That's that he answers prayers video. Let me see. Is this one? Can I watch this one? Is this one gonna let me see it? Nope. Okay, so that one was the one for the fundraiser. That one was erased. That one was deleted. Let me see. This one right here where she shares the link to the fundraiser where you can donate. That's an announcement. This is an announcement about another fundraiser, which is a building fund fundraiser. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but that's a whole nother fundraiser. That's a whole nother fundraiser that includes her talking about children, talking about she wants to help children, using the photos of children to help her raise money. Does that sound familiar? Sounds familiar to me. And we're going to go down. Let me see. It should be one video down here where you can see her. Because I think it's when her first video, her first live stream on here. I could go back up to her videos. One second. Now, what does that look familiar, you guys? This is April the 30th. Does this video right here look familiar? Does that background look familiar? So this looks familiar, right? This is on the 30th. So this is almost what? April, May, a month before she said she was homeless. She's right in the same apartment that she's been in since forever. So why is it that you made a fundraiser, Tasty, saying that you were homeless while you were still living in the very apartment that you're living in right now, where you still had content up on your channel in the very apartment that you're living in now? Public records show that you've been in that same apartment for 13 years. 13 years. The same apartment. So this whole time that you've been on YouTube talking about you've been struggling and you need money and you need food and all of this stuff, you've lived in the same place for 13 years. So just in case, I mean, that's the same chair, that's the same apartment. Let's go down a little bit further and see if there's anything else that's video form where you can see where she's actually in the same apartment. Want to show you guys now. Now listen to this one. Listen to this one. I want y'all to hear this one.
I was somewhere the other day and I was talking to some ladies and they were asking me some things that I was in need of. And I was like, I really don't need anything. And they were like, well, what do you not have? And I was like, a microwave and television.
A microwave and a television, but you're homeless, right? But you need a microwave and a television. But you're homeless in a building with no electricity and no running water. But you just won a microwave and you're excited. Like, if you're homeless, where the hell are you going to plug it up? I'm just curious. Because this is before you did the fundraiser. So if you're homeless, Tasty, let me know where you're going to plug the microwave up. And the television that you were praying for. Huh? Okay. Let's go down a little bit further. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Go down. If you guys read Tasty's Facebook, if you read this, like if you read it, you will get to know her. You will know how she is, who she is, and what she's doing to people. You will know that she's a scammer and a fraud. You'll see it, but I'm going to help you guys see it a little bit more today. Let me go down a little bit more. What is that? Does the background in that picture look familiar? Because that's April 4th. Doesn't that background look familiar? 2 months before she did the fundraiser, a month and a half before she did that fundraiser or posted that fundraiser. Like I said, that's not the first one she's done, and it wasn't the last. Okay. Okay. Now let's go down. Go down a little bit more. Everything is slow over here because I'm running off of a generator now because our power just went out. So give me a second because our power went out. Now, prior to that fundraiser, Tasty never mentioned on YouTube and she never mentioned on Facebook that she was homeless. Prior to that fundraiser, never mentioned it. Now, don't you think if you're homeless and you're living in an abandoned building with no running water, no lights, no nothing, don't you think that's something that you would mention on Facebook? Like, I mean, YouTube, something. If you're doing YouTube like that, wouldn't you mention that? Wouldn't people be able to see that? Or I just don't understand like how she thought she was going to get away with that. Let me show you guys something really, really interesting up in a few minutes here. That's Tasty doing a mukbang. Looks like it's a well-lit environment. You know, it's not a shelter. I mean, it's not a dimly lit abandoned building. You can see a door behind that pillow. I mean, you can see a home environment behind this pillow and everything. You can see that she's at someone's home if it's not her apartment. So she's Bible reading with lights on. Like, look, she's got clothing hanging up on a wall against the wall that's not and that's her resale. She does, like I said, she was doing resale. So she would hang things up and she would take photos of them and she would resell it on like maybe Poshmark or eBay, or she think things that she would find at the resale store, she would resell them, like upsell them. So she had some of her like supplies and stuff even in her house and in her apartment. So let's go down a little bit more. Now, this is all before, remember, this is all before Tasty said she was homeless. This is all before that. And she said she has been homeless for 7 years when she posted that fundraiser. Keep that in mind. Very important to keep that part in mind. So let's go down. There's a video right there on Tasty's counter with the little plant behind it. And up in the corner, you can kind of see, you know, when she lifts it up, you can see the corner of that little rug right up here. If you guys pay attention, you'll see the corner of it. But she's praying and she says it's her first time live, you know, like, and she says it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, where are you, Tasty? 1 o'clock in the morning, but you're homeless. I'm confused.
First of all, I hope you guys have been blessed.
Y'all see that little rug right there in the corner up there?
On page.
on that spackled wall that she has in her apartment? I mean, does that look like a abandoned building? Does that, I mean, you guys can let me know. Does that look like an abandoned building? And she says in this video, that's 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, her time. And it's fully lit. She has candles. She has a lamp. I mean, that's not an abandoned building. So you're not homeless. You weren't homeless then. You were hustling then, just like you're hustling now. But the problem that you have now is that you fucked with my family. That's the problem you have now, is that you came for my children. Now, I know. Now, when the people go back and they read your comments and they read your statements about your own child, when they read this stuff, they're going to see that you don't love your kid. You don't care about your child. So why should I expect you to care about mine? Care about what you're doing to my family? You're not going to do it. And just like it was said the other day on my live, they're not going to do it. They're not going to respect your boundaries with your family because they don't love their families. They don't love their families and they don't love their children, because if they did, they wouldn't disrespect other people's families and they wouldn't disrespect people's children. Children. So let's move ahead. Okay. Let's go a little bit further. Now, I've said that Tasty was living, well, she was a caretaker for her father at the time. At that time, she had been living in that apartment for 10 years. 10 years. As of today, she was living there for 13 years. So, Tasty, can you tell the people why you did a fundraiser, telling everyone, and why you made multiple videos here on YouTube, telling everyone that you were destitute, that you were broke, and that you were homeless, living in and out of your car? Why, can you tell us why, when you had a fully furnished apartment with working lights and gas and water, can you tell the YouTube community why you felt the need to scam people out of money and cash apps and donations and things like that? Can you tell us why you felt the need to lie about where you were in life? Can you tell us that? And once you tell us that, tell us why anything that you say today should be trusted. Huh? Tell us that. Tell us that. But also tell us why you also did a fundraiser using children. Using a lie, you did another fundraiser, mind you, using a lie that you wanted to help innocent children. You used photos of children, a little white girl praying and little black boy eating chicken. And you did these things, and you used these kids to scam a community. And I'd like to know why. Why was that necessary? I don't think you're going to have an answer for us. I mean, wouldn't you guys like to know? I mean, can I get a 1 in the chat or a yes or something? I mean, if you guys would like to know, why is it okay for Tasty to scam here on YouTube and get away with it? No one calls her out, or when people calls her out, she falls on the sword of God. It's all about Jesus and the Lord. And you're bullying me. You're harassing me. But she can make thousands of videos with your name in the title. Come for you. We want to know, Tasty. The people want to know. Taking a sip of water. Nothing else in it. Just water. You don't want to know, Brenda Anderson. Brenda doesn't want to know. Okay. I want to know. Why? You know? So let's go on a little bit further. Like I said, Tasty had 3 storage units at the time. Well, not 3 at the time. I was able to find a total of 4 storage units, 3 that she made her business address. So Tasty, all this time, without telling you, is an entrepreneur, making money, got businesses, and on here crying and begging and bullying and harassing and trying to make people feel guilty for standing up for themselves, trying to make them feel guilty for fighting back. Anyway, let me go on. It's 81 people in the chat, watching. But so apparently some people want to know. So that one no doesn't really mean anything. Some people want to hear it, right? Exactly, Southern Belle. This is what we call receipts. See, they're over there talking about they're working with YouTube, and I have what did she say? I hacked her channel. Girl, if anybody hacks your channel and takes it over, they're not going to give control of it back to you, especially if they don't like you. You won't be able to get into any of your accounts. If your stuff is hacked, your stuff is in control of the person that hacked it, and you're never going to get it back. So stop the lying. And I want you to show the receipts. I want all of y'all to show the receipts of where YouTube has given you anything or has said that they're going to join in with you to sue me. I call BS on all of that. All of y'all lies. I want y'all to prove it. Show us some documents. We'd like to see that, because you got things moving on these YouTube streets in ways that people with 10 million subscribers can't get it to move. You can get YouTube to give you personal information about somebody because they made a fake nick that you know you made. Come on now. Okay, so let's go over to the other page so we can see what's over there. Let me go down and see if there's any more video on this channel. On this channel, because I can't recall. Let me see. She has a lot of video. Lots of video. Tasty even recorded her own dad, reading the Bible and preaching in her apartment before he passed away, while she was, basically his caretaker. So that is evident in her own video content, that her father was in her apartment and she was his caretaker. So that's money that she was also receiving at that time when she was saying that she was homeless. Let's go down here and get to, let me see. He answers prayers. Nope, that's not it. I want to go to her other channel because it's not linked on here. Let me see. I'm going to go to this. Let me do it this way. I want to pull the video up from my, let me pull the video up from my hard drive so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about, or pull a photo up from my hard drive so I won't have to completely, so I won't have to go down her whole, timeline. Okay, give me 1 second, guy. Yep. So, y'all, is Tasty still streaming me? You said everything that is being shown and said about Tasty Mukbang Eats is readily available in public posts and chats and videos, etc. Exactly. From the very exactly. It is public information. It is not doxing. Plus, it's public information that she had on her channel. She had these links on her own channel. The reason I say that my situation is different is that I didn't have any links on my channel to my personal information. I didn't have any links to my personal information on this channel. Tasty Mukbang Eats had links, and she has public platforms, and Tasty Mukbang Eats says that she is a public she's a personality, she's an evangelist, and she is a public person. All of this stuff is public. It's not private. She hasn't hidden anything. And she posts these videos herself on YouTube on a public platform. So it's not like these are just videos that were only on Facebook. These videos had links on YouTube too. It's not like it's totally different. So anywho, let's go on. I'm not listening to them over there trying to make me the villain, because the only thing I'm doing is showing you that she's a scammer. Is she saying that I'm doxing her, then this information is factual, right? No, doxing, yeah, exactly. Doxing is the malicious intent. Malicious intent. There is no malice in what I'm doing. There is information providing to the community. I'm showing people who you really are. I had this information for a very long time, Tasty, and I've asked you multiple times to leave me alone. You know I had this information because I told you about some of it. I asked you if you had done a fundraiser for children before, when we were going through the whole Tosh Time thing, and you said no, but it's clearly on your Facebook. So let me show you guys it's on that Facebook. Let me show you guys. So, I'm not even going to worry about what she is saying. So this is it. And give me a second. And y'all see all of these links where she links everything that she does and says on YouTube. She links it right here on Facebook. So there's nothing private or nothing that she's trying to hide. There is nothing. So miss me with that mess, y'all. Some of them over there trying to say that I'm doxing her. No, it's not doxing. It's sharing the information that's already out there. But I'm not going to share that information where her dad is reading. So what I'm going to do is go in my photos here. Let me pull this up. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Let's see. Go here and let me close this out. And I'm going to go into albums. New album. I'm gonna find this photo of that fundraiser right quick, and then I'm just gonna show you the photo of that fundraiser. After that, I'm gonna let you guys go and search the information, what you guys want to find out yourself, because I got a lot of stuff that I want to show y'all. Can't use that one. I can't use that one. Y'all know what I didn't do? I edit the kids' faces. Damn it. Oh. I did not edit their faces out. Dang it. So I can't even use that yet. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can use this one. Hopefully I can just use, maybe I can use this one. Okay, I'm going to show y'all a picture of, this is one of the storage units. This is the storage unit. I believe that this is the storage unit that Tasty had while she was claiming that she was homeless. So I'm going to show you guys that a photo of that storage unit right quick, because it was the one that was in her name around the time that she said that she was homeless. Let's see here. Let me see. I got a lot of stuff to show y'all. I'm telling y'all, I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. So let me go back to the pictures first before I pull that one. I'll pull that one up first. Okay, let me click on this one. See this one. Okay. Okay, let me share this window right quick. See if I can share screen. Share screen application window. And I'm going to show this one to you guys. Now, that's the storage unit that she was in, that she was renting at the time that she was saying that she was homeless. That's the address for that storage unit. Let me go to the other photo. Let me see if I can find a photo of the fundraiser that she did using the kids without the kids photo. I should have saved one to edit it. And if I don't have it here, I will definitely share it later. So let me go here. No. All right. Okay. So I'm stopped sharing that one because I'm going to go back and I'm going to see if I can edit the one with the kids. So let me see right quick. All right, let's see. I don't want to show the kids, y'all. I don't want to. And I'm not. So see, let me go back here. Let's see. Tuesday. Twenty-sixth. April 4th. Let me see what this one is. Pull up 1 second. Let me get this one. Let me get this together, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I did all of this before, but apparently I didn't. I thought I had edited the photos before but I don't want to share a photo with those kids' faces on them. Let Actions, people, and view. Okay. That's to get back on my feet one. Let's go down. Please help me get back on my feet. Nope. Okay, so this one is a stock photo. I will share it with you guys. Shoot, is this a... Maybe I might have it. Let me share this one. Let me share this video with you because it's just a video. Yeah, so it's a stock photo. Now this is the one that where she let me share the screen right quick so you guys can see. I'm gonna share that application window and I'm gonna share a screenshot. I took a video of the fundraiser. So right there it says the fundraiser. Recently there was a shooting in my town, blah 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 blah. Left 2 people dead, but she talks about her fundraiser. And it leads people, she leads people to the page where, let me remove this comment. So she leads people to the page where her fundraiser was. So let me pull this down so you guys can pull this one up. So pull that one up. So right down there it says building fundraiser. So she had a building fund fundraiser and she wanted people to donate to that fundraiser. That fundraiser was also $20,000. She created that one in 2012. Yeah. That was a whole separate fundraiser. She created that one in 2012 and used kids to do it. I don't know if she received anything more than one donation on that one. I couldn't find any information, but you know, when you do fundraisers, you don't have to get money the way that you've asked for it. People can give you money in a different way, different forms. If they feel like you're, you know, they could say, here, I'm just going to send you X, Y, and Z. So you said, up is informing people so no one, yeah, exactly, so no one else gets duped. And plus she's out here with all the lies today, and I'm going to bring all of this current to today because it's all relevant. Even though it's going back, it's relevant to today. That's why there's different parts to this story, and it's going to take longer than just one live stream to tell everyone everything that she's done and everyone that she's done it to. And I'm going to do that with each and every one of them. So it is what it is. And it's not like I'm lying on her. It would be different if I was doing to her what she's doing to other people, which is lying. I'm not lying on Tasty. I'm telling the truth about what Tasty has done. I would never show Tasty's like criminal record. I would never like dox her in that way, those types of things. But I'm just telling you what she's done as far as getting money here on YouTube and scamming people using, you know, kids and things like that to try to get money here on YouTube and other social media platforms. That's what I'm talking about. So for those who are, you know, who may have an issue with it, my apologies, but I'm sure you're a Tasty supporter because you have an issue with it. Play that one more time and you'll see that this was created. And it says, welcome to He Answers Prayers with Vanessa. Today I'm coming. And you can go down. And then she updated that fundraiser in 2017. So in 2012, she created the fundraiser and she tried to revive the fundraiser again in 2017. So it wasn't that, and she also tried to revive the fundraiser again when the hurricanes happened. There's a lot of things that Tasty has done, a lot of lies that she has told, a lot of things that she has done to get money here on YouTube. So those things all tie back to everything that I'm talking about. And I think I only have about 15 minutes left. So I'm not going to get into the next, but this is going to be a multiple part series. Like I said, I wanted to make these videos very short, these live streams very short. So people who watch them, they would maintain attention and stay on focus. We're going to see. So far we've gone over Tasty lied about being homeless, and she created multiple fundraisers to dupe the people and steal from the community based upon lies, because Tasty Mukbang Eats has not been homeless in at least the last 13 years. But I have evidence that shows that Tasty Mukbang Eats has never been homeless. Never. Not one time in her life. Unless it was for a very short period of time. But Tasty, we're just going to go with right now, Tasty, for the last 13 years, while she's been crying that she's destitute, hungry, and broke, has been selling things online, buying and reselling online. She has multiple storage units with goods in them. She has done multiple fundraisers, and she's obtained money here on YouTube from quite a few people. So do you guys have any questions? Because I think I'm going to, you said that's bigger than your storage. I just want to know if you guys have any questions for me, because there's going to be another part and I'm going to break even more down to you. But Tasty, this statement is for you right here, honey. Let me stop sharing the screen because I want to I'm going to stop. So Tasty, this question is for you. Why do you continue to lie on so many people? Why do you continue to go and attack people who don't even want to have anything to do with you? Why, when you have so many skeletons in your closet, do you make shit up about other people's closets? Like, why? Why is it necessary for any of you liars to do that? Why is it? Especially if you have frauds in your past, or if you've been lying, or there's documentation here on YouTube that you've lied and you've contradicted yourself and it can be proven. Like, what is the sense of, the Cella situation is starting to make a lot of sense. But the fact of the matter is I haven't been able to tie those two together with the Cella situation. That I have not yet been able to do. But the fact that she does do fundraisers, she has done fundraisers online, she has lied about so many things, including being homeless without lights and gas and water. That just, when I found that out a few months ago, it just blew my mind. I was like, you have got to be kidding. This woman had a whole apartment the entire time she was hustling this community. Lying, stealing, because that's fraud. If you're asking for donations, cash apps, and all of these things based upon lies, that's fraud. That's illegal. Now, if people give you freely and willingly, knowing your situation, like knowing that you're lying about being homeless, then that's on them. But if people are donating to you believing that you are destitute and broke and on your last dime, when you have all these storage units and businesses and all of this stuff, come on, Tasty. Come on. How is this okay? How is this okay? That's what I want to know. So I don't care, to be honest. I'm just gonna yeah, the Cella situation. It just I just have to keep it honest though. I cannot find any connection between the two of them, between Tosh and Tasty, with that whole Cella thing. The Cella thing looks like, up until the end, which I don't know what happened in the end, it's still looking to me, as far as what I could find. And believe me, I checked and I checked and I checked, and I just can't find anything yet. I haven't found anything yet that says that she was in it from the beginning. But it explains this. It explains why she's okay with letting something like that go, because she's guilty of doing that herself. So it's easy for her to see the hustle in Tosh time. It's easy for her to say, okay, I can forgive her for that, because that's something that I would have tried myself. That's something that I would have done too, because it's something that she has done, not on that scale. I mean, well, she was trying to get $20,000. Tosh time only took a couple of thousand, but Tasty was trying to get $20,000 on multiple occasions. So it makes sense that she would understand, like, opportunity makes the thief. You know, Tosh time may not have gone into that thinking that she was going to get that amount of money, or that she was going to be able to scam people out of that amount of money, but the opportunity made her a thief. So that's what I wanted to come and tell you guys today. I will not fabricate any connection to the Chilla thing and the Tosh time thing. If I can't find one and prove one, I won't speak of one. What I speak of on any given day, I mean about anything, videos, anything, what I speak on, I can prove. I might not prove it when you guys want me to prove it. Like I said, I've known this information for months now. Most of it for months. So I might not prove it when you guys want me to prove it. But I have to be sure that when I do come forward with it and give you I have the receipts to go with what I am saying. That's why I'm saying the things that I say publicly are things that I have already found documented evidence of. Documented evidence of, or I'm not going to speak it publicly. I'm not going to throw salt on anyone's name. If I'm called to a courtroom and they say prove it, I want to be able to pull out the proof, pull out the evidence. So that's what I'm saying. So it might not be every day that you're going to get a video. When I get this story and pull more things together, then you'll get the next video about Tasty. And then once I'm done with showing you guys every single thing about Tasty, I'm going to move on to the next person, because we got some facts about all of them. So that's what I want you guys to know. Look, I love y'all. It's 3:30. I said I was going to stay on for an hour and a half at the most, because I do want people to watch this video, this live stream. If you guys have any questions for me, please ask them now, or under the video, because I am determined to show people that there are definite consequences to every action. If you continue to lie on me, you are forcing me to tell the truth on you. Tasty knew that I knew something about these fundraisers. She knew it. That's the whole reason she left. That's the whole reason she tried to throw salt on the movement. That's the whole reason. And I've been biting my tongue since then, saying, oh, she's jealous, or but she was jealous of Nana and her support, and she was vindictive and things like that. But Tasty hates me because she knows that I know a lot about what she's done. And the reason that she turned against me and us in this movement is because I asked her a question. Have you ever done a fundraiser where you've used children to make money? And she said no. And she lied. And I think by the tone of my voice, she knew that I knew she was lying. And I think at that very moment, that's when she started investigating who I was. That's when she started trying to dox me. I think at that very moment, she said, oh shit, I done effed up. Because this woman is really investigating what's going on. And she has found something about me. So that's what I believe. You know, I could be wrong, you guys. I could be, but this is what I truly believe. So I haven't seen any questions. So you guys are good for now. I don't know when I'm going to drop part 2. I want to edit everything. I want to make sure I edit all of the photos and everything. Anything that I have, I want to make sure it's completely edited where I can show you guys in pure detail what is actually happening, like step by step by step. That was just pretty much the wind up. So I think the best comment that the best screenshot I took of comments that Tasty made was the one I posted on this video. And she should heed well to that. She posted it. She said it herself. You can't go to war without being prepared. Otherwise, you are fighting a losing battle. Prepare for warfare daily. So when Truth Hurts got on her live last night and she said, you're done. Pooh came on and she cut you out and she let you have it. The only thing Pooh did, honey, was came on and showed that she has had bad parenting, because there's absolutely no way that I would allow any of my adult children to come online using those types of words towards anyone. I don't care what that person has done to me. Let me talk the way I want to talk. But I don't even want to hear my children speak those words around me, degrading homosexuality like it's a joke. And everybody in that chat laughing about homosexuality and basically using it as an insult to me when I've already told you I really don't care what you think about my appearance. The only thing I care about is the truth, the facts. Bring some facts about me and we can talk. Until then, you're just blowing smoke. I want to hear some truths. I want to hear some facts. The insults and things about people and their family, it shows just how little factual content you have, because you go to insulting people's environment or where they live and things like that, when that has nothing to do with the issues. The issues are, we want you to leave us alone. That's it. We want you to stop doxing us and trying to use our personal information to hurt or harm or harass us. That's it. Like the way my family looks and where we live and all, none of that stuff is relevant. None of it. It's not relevant, but I already know that this is how you guys do it. Weak people fight in weak ways. You know, weak people attack the visual things because there's no substance to them. They say the things that would piss them off. They don't understand the strength in an individual. Because I'm not going to curse back at your daughter doesn't mean that I'm not afraid, that I'm afraid of your daughter or your quote unquote niece. I'm not afraid of her. I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for the parenting that she's received. I really do. I feel bad for anyone who feels the need to come online and attack someone with the first thing I would have done is say, reach out to her, because if that's true, I want to know who shared that information with her. That's what I would have done if I were the mother and the daughter. I mean, it's mothers and daughters in here. What would you have done if somebody said someone sent some information to them like that? What would you have done? I would have stopped everything I was doing and say, whoa, now wait a minute. If someone has something like that out there and they're sharing that with me, like, I might not want to get on there and cuss people out. Maybe I want to reach out behind the scenes and find a way that I can, yeah, they can be tricked by it. Yeah. Anyway, I would find a way that I could gain access to that information and see if my daughter was actually filmed, or if that was actually me or something like that. That's what I would do as a responsible parent. But I can't tell you how to parent. I can't tell you how to be a woman. I can't tell you any of that. What I can tell you is I'm never, ever, ever going to lie on any of my receipts, honey. Because a day may come where you might save up enough pennies and say, I'm actually going to sue her for some slander or some defamation. I'm going to be able to stand in front of any judge in this country, no matter where you decide to go, and say, Your Honor, this is what I have. And this is what I said. So don't ever question what I say unless you've seen different. I mean, what I've said, unless you know absolutely positively different, and you can prove that. I'm just like, you said Tasty admitted to a lot of things, but they missed that. I think they know that. You know what the thing about this whole thing is? I think that people know who they're supporting. Like, I think that these people know that Tasty's wasn't homeless. They knew that, especially Miss Gloria. She knows it. She's sitting in the chair. Tasty's been in her house. Like, people know who they're supporting and who they've been to each other's homes. I know that those people know exactly what the hustle is, but they know it's a hustle and they just help it along. They're enablers. So, right. I think that they know. I think a lot of them know. I mean, because it's all on her. How are you homeless and you have done videos in your apartment? It just, none of it made sense. It just made no sense. So for her to be able, and it's so much other stuff. She's lied about so much. Y'all don't have the level of sympathy that you have for her tragic life, because most of what she says is a lie. Most of it. So when she cries about, and oh, pity, woe is me and stuff like that, most of that stuff is a lie. Okay? Tasty came from a good family. Most of what Tasty is saying is a lie. I don't know. I can't say for 100% because I wasn't there. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, if you pay attention to patterns and people, Tasty's lying about a lot of what she said. So, yeah. He said, and trolls coming against her and wasn't homeless. Yeah, the trolls were saying she wasn't homeless, Paula. Casey Chance wanted to. Yeah, and that's the whole reason that she turned jaded. That's the reason that she turned on this movement, was because of me. Because I asked her a question and she knew. Because when I asked her the question, I said, well, Tasty, I got to ask you a question. And this was a day. I don't even know if Miss Gloria was on the phone or not. But she should have it recorded. Play that one. Because unfortunately, that's one that I didn't get. And I darn sure looked. I checked everything to see if I had recorded that one on my home security, but I hadn't. I think that was a day that I was out. And I asked her, I said, have you ever done any fundraisers? I had gotten several DMs and several emails, people telling me Tasty has done this before. I remember Tasty asking for fundraisers where it pertained to some kids. Like, I remember this about Tasty. And I asked her about it. And she said no. She said, no, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. Those people hate me. They always hated me because they you believe them unspoken. You believe them. I said, well, Tasty, I'm just asking a question because I'm getting a lot of, DMs and stuff saying that you've done that before and that you've had, hustles where it involved fundraising for children. And I wanted to know if you had. She denied it to the hilt. And at the end of the conversation, she was like, you believe me, don't you? You believe me. And I was like, well, I mean, if you say you didn't, you didn't. I didn't give her a clear no or yes. I said, if you say you didn't, you didn't. Because it was too many. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, I don't know. I was wrestling back and forth with it. Like, would she deny it if other people can prove it? I was wrestling back and forth because I had no documented evidence of it myself. I had no proof of it. People were saying it, but no one sent me screenshots or DMs of what happened. And no one had a timeline. So once she did that with my family, which was, y'all know, it was, that had to be like a week and a half later. I think Tasty started doxing me that day that I asked her that question. I really do. And I think Tasty knew what she was going to do when she left the movement. She was going to try to destroy and discredit anything and everything that I had to say. That was her goal, because I believe these are my beliefs. I believe that she felt that if I ever expressed or found out what she did, that I might report on it, that I might say something. So I feel like that's why she turned on us. I don't think it had anything to do, because Tasty is the messiest person on planet. I don't think it had anything to do with the movement being messy, because she hasn't stopped being messy since she moved on. Hey, Una. She hasn't stopped being messy since she moved on. So that's the reason that I feel like she did all this, threw all of us under a bus like that, because she was trying to cover her own ass. And I had to be quiet about the way I felt, because I didn't have the evidence in my hand. I didn't have the timeline. I didn't know all of this information. So I had to go to work. Once she blackmailed me, and I'm going to show y'all that too. Once she attempted to extort me for money, Tasty literally, and I've said this multiple times, Tasty literally, with her dumb ass that I forwarded to the police and the FBI, with her dumb ass, sent me a text message telling me I could cash app her to keep my identity and my family, the identity of myself and my family private. That's extortion. And even the FBI, the investigator here said, yeah, that's extortion pretty much. Yeah, that's extortion. And I said, and she did a video asking for cash apps to release my information to the people in her audience, her crowd. Like, she was literally telling people, you cash app me, I'll tell you who she is. Like, you are trying to torture me and my family. So no, I'm not gonna lie. That's when I start that very day, when I wanted to jump on that plane, when I wanted to pay that exorbitant amount of airfare to fly to Texas, I said, put your energy elsewhere. Put your energy somewhere where you won't end up behind bars, and your children won't end up without, because imagine someone blackmailing you about the safety and the privacy of your children, like where they lay their heads and stuff. Are you kidding me? So I said, okay, do what you know you can do what you know how to do, and find out exactly who she is and what she's done. So yeah, Tasty, I did that. And you're quite a few people. We're going to get into that in the next video, you guys. I want to thank you guys for, hanging in here with me today. And yep, I did put in the work, and you guys are going to see just how much work I put in. I put in work in all of them, and I'm not finished with the rest of them, but I put in work for all of them. So I want y'all to know that I'm not going to be, showing personal information, addresses, and things like that. I'm going to be giving y'all timelines of events, letting you guys know when happened, when things happen, what happened, how it happened, and who it negatively affected. That's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to show you just how evil all of these people are. Just how evil all of these people are. So that's it. I don't have any, let's see. Yep, exactly. I mean, like, come on now. Even when we were saying Love and Gossip, they're respinning the whole reason that I did that, that I bought that membership to Love and Gossip. I bought the membership to Love and Gossip's channel to show people that they didn't have to be afraid of her and her lies, because she said she contacted YouTube and she was getting everybody's address and phone number and stuff and all of that stuff from YouTube so she could find out who they were. And people were starting to get worried. So I showed people that's a lie. She's not in contact with YouTube. She doesn't have any level of pull, and Google is the people that keep the information. Nobody's giving her anything. Like, no one's giving them information about who so-called fake hacked Tasty's channel. No one's doing that, you guys. They're lying. No one knows who is creating all of these fake accounts. I believe I know it's them. I believe I know it. They're the only people that benefit from it. The only ones. No, my channel is not even monetized. So I don't even get how anyone else is benefiting but them. So I love y'all. I'm getting ready to get off of here. And I will see you guys real soon. And that's it. So, yep, we know they're the ones. But that's it. Talk to y'all later. Paula, if YouTube gives out personal information like that, YouTube is setting themselves up for a lawsuit. Big time. So they are lying. They aren't working with YouTube. They're not. They're nothing but liars, y'all. So don't believe them. They're lying, and they're making up these fake accounts, and they're flagging their own videos in their own channels because they want their own supporters to believe that we're coming after them or something like that. What does it benefit us to actually literally flag a video down when they say the same damn thing in every video? They repeat themselves. So see y'all. Class action lawsuits my ass. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.